What's up everyone? My name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm renovating an apartment in the world of San Myshuno, and it's been a while since I've done that. Over the past couple months, I've built a lot of apartments and like townhouses and things like that, obviously, with the for rent pack coming out and all that. But yeah, it's been a while since I've just renovated an already existing apartment in San Myshuno. So today we're doing that. I was craving building or decorating something small, something not as overwhelming, something a little bit more quick, but still fun. So I decided to just revisit San Myshuno, and I am redecorating this apartment, which is the 2A Jasmine Suites apartment in the Spice District of San Myshuno. It's the little area of the city that is more like focusing on families. So that's where we're building, and the Spice District is actually my favorite portion of San Myshuno. It's always been my favorite neighborhood. I just really like it. I love the flea market. I love the little basketball court downstairs outside, like the little park situation. I just think it's so cozy and so cute. So today I am decorating and renovating this apartment for a single dad and his teenage daughter, and they also have a cat. So it's a very small family apartment. I did manage to turn it into a 2-bedroom apartment. So we have 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. The teenager's bedroom is really small, but I love how it came together. I could totally see this like wholesome little household living here with a single dad and his teenage daughter and their cat. I don't know what happened to the mom, but I imagine the daughter and the dad being very, very close. And I was also imagining the teenage daughter. I know that like teenagers in The Sims are basically adults. Like they look like adults. It's basically they're young adults. But I was imagining this teenager to be a little younger, definitely no older than a freshman in high school. And yeah, they're very girly, and I don't know, I just imagine them being very close to their dad. They grew up with just their dad around, no mom around. I'm, like I said, not sure what happened to mom, but she basically grew up with just her dad. And so they've been living in San Myshuno for a little while now. I feel like they have lived in apartments ever since the teenager was born. So they were just in apartments all the time. And I feel like they've been living in this one for quite some time now. And it's kind of small, but for 2 Sims and a cat, it works out just fine. I had a lot of fun with this floor plan too. I don't know if you knew this, but with the last, well, not the last, because we got a base game update yesterday. But the one before that, which was the update with the For Rent expansion pack, actually, so it was back in December, we had an update, and it made it so that you can now actually change and delete windows on apartments in San Myshuno, and that's wild. Like, we were never able to change the windows on apartments. You still can't change the front doors, which unfortunately, because like that would have made it like perfect, but the fact that we can now just delete and like swap out and change windows on apartments is huge. It makes it so much easier to create floor plans, to come up with floor plans, and it just gives you so much more freedom. So I definitely went ahead and played around with the windows. You could see that at the start of the speed build. I did not actually change out the windows like that much. I did not go crazy, but it definitely gave me a little bit of freedom to just delete a couple windows so I could place walls where I wanted them to be, and so that I could way more easily turn this into a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. It was a lot easier to do it that way. Otherwise, I mean, it would have still been possible. I think I've turned this apartment into a 2-bedroom before, but with the windows, like being able to move them and delete them, it's just, it gives you so much freedom, and it's so nice. Me, I personally still kind of wanted to make sense on the exterior. I know it doesn't really matter for these like pre-built apartment buildings, but still, like, I kind of still wanted to match, so I didn't go too crazy with it. But like I said, it did make things a lot easier for me. So that was really, really nice. And yeah, I'm really excited about the fact that we can do this now. And this is actually the first apartment that I'm renovating ever since we got that update. And now that I've actually played around with it, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Like, now I'm excited to renovate more apartments, maybe even try to renovate some apartments that, you know, I used to never touch before because they were too difficult or intimidating, or I didn't like them as much. But now being able to pick up and move around the windows, that's going to be a literal game changer. So I'm actually excited about trying some more apartments here in San Myshuno because it's been a while. But yeah, you can see the interior for this apartment come together. Like I said 1,000 times, it's a single dad and a teenager and their cat. I do imagine them not being incredibly like wealthy or anything, so they just got to make do with what they have, and that's kind of what I try to reflect in the interior as well. So the apartment isn't brand new, the furniture items that they have aren't brand new, but they really try to make do with what they have, and they really turn this into a home, and it's very cozy and wholesome and a nice, warm, family-friendly like interior that just is very cozy. Even though the place is really small, I created this very closed off floor plan, which I actually really liked. So you kind of have the front door leading you into the kitchen, kind of. It's like an entryway in the kitchen, if that makes sense. And then the kitchen has onto the left here, like on the left-hand side, it has the dining and living room space. And on the right-hand side, there is a small hallway where there's, off of the hallway, there's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. So I really tried to close off the apartment a little bit more that way, since I was imagining this to be a little bit more of an older building. And I feel like the apartment hasn't really recently been renovated or anything. So it's kind of closed off. And I created some more like wall space that way too, which was nice. I was able to place these like bookcases in the living room, for example, and it just looks very lived in that way and very cozy. So that is definitely what I tried to focus on for this one. And at some point here, I'll also decide that they have a cat, because I just thought that that would be really, really cute, like a cat in this apartment. And I had this awkward little nook behind the couch that I wasn't sure what to do with, and I was like, maybe I could put a cat tree there. So that's what I did. And I feel like it just turned out really cozy. So for the Sims personalities, I'm not exactly sure. I was imagining that the dad likes to ride his bike around. I parked a bike in the hallway, which I imagine to be his. And I also, here in the living room, like under the coffee table, I placed some like bike fixing little decorations. So he is like, his hobby is just like working on his bicycle and just like riding around his bicycle in the city. It's probably his way to get around. I don't imagine these people having a car or anything. And then there's obviously public transport as well in the city. But yeah, here you can see I placed the cat tree and also a litter box in the kitchen, which I don't know, might be a little smelly, but it is what it is. You know, you got to make do with the space that you have. And I was able to put the litter box in the kitchen. So that's what I decided to do. And then for the teenager, I imagine her to be very girly. For her hobbies, I'm not exactly sure what she'd be into. I did place a guitar in her bedroom, so maybe she has recently picked up the guitar, maybe she's trying to teach herself, or maybe she got like a couple of guitar lessons for her birthday to try it out to see if she likes it. Like maybe that is something she's into. And then I imagine her being like besties with the cat, of course, also the dad. I feel like this is one of those instances where the teenager at some point in her life, like when she was little, she was like, I really want a cat. And the dad was like, no, we can't have a pet. Let's not get a pet. It is too much of a responsibility and I have work and blah, blah, blah. And then at some point he probably caved. And now the dad and the cat are like inseparable. That's kind of the storyline that I was imagining in my brain for the cat. And then obviously the teenager is also besties with the cat, so maybe she wants to become like a vet when she grows up. That's kind of what I was imagining. And I also placed a game like console in the living room because I imagine the teenager and the dad really enjoying playing games together, like playing video games. So that is something they love to do. Like maybe they have their classic Friday night game nights at home where they order pizza and they play games on the console. Like that's kind of something that I was imagining because, like I said, I thought they'd be like very close and like really good friends and just like really valuing their family time together because it's just the two of them. And then they probably have some extended family, you know, but for this like everyday situation, it's just the two of them. So yeah, that's what I was imagining for this apartment, and I hope you like it. I really had a lot of fun, like, because I had this clear vision in my brain of the household. I just had so much fun decorating this apartment. I thought it was so cool. And then on a completely different note, later today, I think by the time this video goes up, they're already released, but there's a few kits, or like 2 kits dropping today. It's the castle kit, like the castle Estate, is that the official name of it? The Castle Estate build kit, and then the Gothic, like goth style create a sim kit, which that's not the title, but that's the style essentially. So I'm excited to see what they're going to be all about. Let me know in the comments down below if you are excited about these kits and if you're getting them. Speaking of purchasing The Sims 4 expansion packs, thanks to EA, I still have my creator code available, which is a code that you can use when you purchase any The Sims 4 DLC. This is basically just an opportunity to support me as a creator, and using the code on your purchase means that I get a small commission off of your purchase. So how it works is you can use code SimmarySims at checkout in the EA app or on the EA website, and that means that I get a small commission. Now, I do want to say that this is not a discount code, it is just a way to support me as a creator. So again, you can use code SimmarySims at checkout when you purchase any The Sims 4 DLC on the EA app or on the website. Thank you so much to EA for sponsoring this portion of the video. I am excited to see what they're going to be all about, and I don't know, I've never really built a castle before in The Sims, and I feel like this is my cue because we're literally getting a castle build kit now. So I kind of feel like there's no way around it. I think it's pretty intimidating. Like, I've seen a lot of people build the most glorious, beautiful, amazing castles in The Sims. Like, I've seen it all like on Instagram and on YouTube here, and people are so incredibly talented with that stuff. Like, with the terrain tool and creating pawns and just like very intricate, like intimidating castles. And it's so cool. I'm very intimidated by it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to pull off something like that, but I can at least try to build a cute castle. Maybe like a tiny castle, a small castle, you know? I could try that and see what I can come up with to kind of have a go at using the new stuff that's coming with the castle kit. I'm kind of excited to see it. And then for Create a Sim stuff, I'm not huge on CAS. I do enjoy it more these days. I've been getting into using some custom content, like some custom content hairs and eyelashes and like skin details and stuff like that. Not necessarily clothes, because we already have so much stuff that is overwhelming to me. But I've been really enjoying the, like, especially the hair CC. So that's something I've been getting into, and I've been enjoying Create a Sim a little bit more lately. So I'm excited to get the goth style Create a Sim kit to see what it's going to be all about. And yeah, let me know. Are you getting them? Are you excited to get them? Are you not excited at all? These were the community voted kits, and these two obviously won. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what it's all about, and I'm always excited about new stuff in The Sims, obviously. But here you can see I totally talked over the dad's bedroom, but it kind of spoke for itself. And then here we have the teenager's bedroom. I really tried to make the most of the space because it's a small room, and I really tried to focus on a lot of the high school years items, and it's a little bit of a mismatch of different wood tones and things. I did that on purpose. I did not want this house to be like perfectly matchy-matchy because, like I said, they didn't probably just go out and buy heaps of matching new furniture. Like, they have like secondhand pieces, inherited pieces, maybe some like IKEA pieces, thrift store, flea market pieces, you know, like that sort of stuff. So it's a little bit of a mismatch in this house, and that is exactly what I wanted. But then here for the teenager's room, I really wanted to go all out with like the pink and cutesiness, and that's what I tried to do in here. And I really try to reflect that this is a younger teenager, so like a freshman in high school, or maybe even a little bit younger, but we don't have preteens in The Sims. So I was kind of going with the whole freshman idea. How old are you when you're a freshman? Like 15, 14? That's definitely what I was imagining. No older than 15. So this girl staying in this room, she's like 15 years old. And her room was a little bit of a mess because it's so small, you know, so there's not a whole lot of stuff for like store, or like a whole lot of space for storage. So there's like some clutter pieces, and I put the little bracelet making, like friendship bracelet making thingy on her desk. I think that one came with Growing Together. That's the title of the pack. I'm not sure if teens can do that. Now I'm like is that a kids activity, or can teens and adults also make friendship bracelets? I think they can, but I'm not exactly sure. But I thought that she would maybe be into making jewelry. And yeah, for the rest, her room is just a little bit of a mess. I placed a guitar in the corner because I was imagining her trying to teach herself, or like I said, maybe she got some like guitar lessons for her birthday or something. I could totally see that as well. And I placed another bookcase here at the end of the bed to kind of create like a built-in snuggly, cozy situation for her bed, which I thought was really cute. We also have laundry in the hallway because I had the perfect spot for it, and I could totally see that for this apartment, like laundry in the hallway. It just makes so much sense to me. So that's what I did. And so we have a couple of laundry baskets in the bedrooms, of course, as well. And just a little bit of a mess on the floor and a nice carpet or rug in the bedroom. I really like how the teens' bedroom came together. That is definitely my favorite room of this apartment. And then here we have your classic, really small 6-tile bathroom. I love creating these 6-tile bathrooms. They're so classic. Like, they're definitely a staple for me. I feel like this like bathroom layout, I do it all the time. And I went with some blue, and then I really wanted to, I picked this sink, which I also used it in the kitchen in a different color. So it's like nice and matching. And I also picked it because there's a lot of space around the faucet and the sink to just like put a whole bunch of clutter, which I feel like makes sense for this household or for this family. So around the sink, around the faucet, we have a bunch of little items, and then just your classic toilet and a shower tub combo as well. And placed a couple of rugs in the bathroom as well. But then that is pretty much essentially it for this apartment. So let's jump into the game and I'll quickly show you the apartment in real time. So here we have the 2A Jasmine Suites apartment in the game. You can see the floor plan this way. We have like the kitchen, living, and then over on this side are the bedrooms and the bathroom. So basically, when you walk through the front door, you enter into the kitchen. Here we have the kitty. For the screenshots or for the thumbnail, I quickly created this cute little household, like a dad and his daughter and the cat. So that makes me really happy. But yeah, there is a litter box in the kitchen. Not ideal, but it is what it is. And then over here is just your classic kitchen. I really like it. I feel like it's pretty realistic. And then over on this side, next to the front door, we have this entryway space with like a coat rack and a bunch of knickknacks that you'll find by the front door usually. Through this archway is the living and dining. So we have the teenager playing some games here and the dad just sitting and reading, and I feel like this is such a wholesome little scene. There are some bookcases on this side and then the dining table over here as well. There is one laptop in this house and I placed it here on the dining table. Then moving over to the other side of the apartment, we have the hallway space where I parked dad's bike. There are a few dressers in here as well, or like wardrobes for some extra storage. And then over here in the corner is the laundry. The first bedroom over here is the teens bedroom. Love this one. It's definitely my favorite. It's very pink and purple, and we also have some blue accents here and there. Lots of posters, clutter on the floor, some games, a guitar, you know, just your classic teens room, I feel like. At the end of the hallway is dad's bedroom. Dad's bedroom is definitely kind of spacious. He has his bed set up over here. He also has a nice TV in his bedroom, some storage over here, of course, for clothes, an additional scratching post for the cat. The cat is pretty spoiled. We definitely have a few of those in the apartment, and you know, just some knickknacks. If you wanted to, I feel like you could very easily shuffle this furniture around and like put in a desk or something, but I didn't really feel like this dad would need that. And then over here is the bathroom. So it's just, like I said, your classic 6-tile bathroom with a shower tub combo, a sink, and a toilet, but I tried to clutter it up and like make it realistic and lived in. But that is basically it for this apartment. So this single dad's apartment is up on the gallery as a room, which is unfortunately how it works with apartments, but it goes into the 2A Jasmine Suites apartment in San Myshuno. So if you want to place it in your game, then that's where it goes. I did of course have to go through and delete some walls, but you'll see that once you place it in your game, and it's very easy to just quickly go through and redraw draw those walls, and then you should be good to go. But that's gonna do it for today's video, so I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download this apartment off the gallery, like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so, and if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/SimmarySims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!